What was that?
Oh no, I was trying to put the this dust cover on this this ratchet
We
lid.
have this custom, very old ratchet lid. There it is.
Yeah.
That has the. Oh, now it went backwards. That has the FL cover on it.
FL cover, which is this guy right here.
So now we're going to go to an FX cover, which is this guy here.
Yeah.
Ooh, look, I got a picture of me videoing.
And the
This is a genuine V-twin prep.
with the lever.
So I hope this. Where's this made in? Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Mixes with. This is probably so old it didn't even tell you where it's made. Yeah, Korea.
Ooh.
This is quality stuff. It's Korea.
SCCI.
This is Korea product.
The chrome looks fairly decent. You know what I mean? If you like, you know.
If it's shiny from 50 feet, yeah, it must be good.
I mean, compared to this chrome.
So this is a genuine quality piece of equipment here. All right, so now where's your stuff to put this together?
We're gonna do it here. We're gonna do it on your bench.
This is close enough.
All right. Well,
And we got some Indian parts in too.
which is trash.
Pretty much. And here's a main shaft.
No one likes Indian around here.
It's pretty bad when V-twins are the only people who get Andrew's parts from right now. We got extra parts here.
We're missing a screw.
This is your starter block-off plate kit. Don't need that.
Or wait, no, the FL only used 3 screws, so
That's
we're not,
right.
We're not missing screws,
Well, we need 4,
which is right there.
which are right here. So you only need one of these because these ones you can reuse.
Yep. Now this has got to go like that.
You are smart. How do you know it goes that way?
Well, yeah, because these are the only two. It only goes this way.
It's the only way it fits.
Yeah.
That's how we know. Dumbass.
Oh, thanks. You fucking tricked me.
So I was trying to.
Yeah.
Swearing again.
Oh gosh, let me go get the right Allen, because
That's not the Allen?
I don't have any Allens out here.
Got no Allens?
Nope.
Why? Aren't you in the work area?
No.
Where's one of them fancy tripods at? There is one right here. This one doesn't work very well though. To figure out how to make this work. It takes too much time to put this one on. It doesn't fit right either. See, we're supposed to be Harley mechanics, not camera mechanics.
Camera mechanics.
Alright, you do that. I'm going to work over here on this camera thing under here.
Let's see what screw has a better
I can
chrome on
film,
it.
I can film and do camera modifications at the same time.
I, on the other hand, cannot, because I am not that talented.
There you go.
The real question is...
Don't get everybody confused here.
Oh, right on.
They're going to like this video.
Yeah. Thanks.
That wasn't right. Who put this camera on here? It's all ass backwards.
You.
Okay, there we go.
Well, this is going to go as a set now on the interwebs.
Let me film what we're doing. I gotta get this all stretched out. This box is in the way. Oops.
Yep.
That doesn't look. This book's in the way. There, get rid of this book. I didn't get that. What was that?
I just sneezed.
Oh. How come all this crap's in the way over here?
I mean, now this video is crooked. Let's make it straight. There you go.
Well, I can't even see. Your hand's in the way.
There you go.
How's that?
Oh.
We're all right. You just hit something we're not supposed to hit, but we're okay.
Exit.
We'll just keep videoing.
There you go. Oh, you got it. There you go.
There we go. We're back. We're live. It's alive.
Okay.
How do you make this work? There we go. Get down, we can see it.
This.
What else are you dropping on the floor? There's crap everywhere.
This FL shift
Okay, where's your
cover.
Loctite?
My Loctite, what color?
Purple.
Purple Loctite.
Some people call this a deadly weapon, but it would have to actually cut or something to do that. I think it's getting dull again. How come my knife's dull again? Because I used it. This purple?
Purple.
What's purple for?
Small fasteners up to 1/4 inch.
How big are these?
Definitely that size. Under, I don't know,
1/4 inch?
1/4 inch.
These are 1/4 inch at least.
Yeah.
Those are actually called 1024 flathead screws, Allen.
1024 flathead screws, Allen.
There you go.
There you go.
What am I working on? You're supposed to be working on this damn thing.
Yep. Well, I was just lining it up and see if how it would fit on here, and this goes like that. That's the only way it'd go. Boom. Now I gotta put this on there.
How's that work?
Just like this.
You got a lousy camera view there. Who put that tripod way over there like that?
You did.
Oh.
Gosh. Okay, so now it's just test fitting everything, and it fits.
It fit?
Yep. So yeah.
How about you?
There we go.
Do you fit?
Of course. So now we gotta put some Loctite on this. There's no. What is there any maintenance that need to go on here? Anything like that? It just.
No.
No.
It's brand new.
It's brand new. Let me just get this.
It's perfect. It's brand new.
From Taiwan.
We've never seen anything bad.
Oh.
That's new, right?
I don't want to say yes or no to that because I've seen some pretty funny stuff happen, especially when it comes from overseas Asia.
Your homeland?
Definitely not my homeland.
Yeah, I'm half done. You got to figure out the rest.
Okay, so now if you can hold that, that'd be. Thank you for that. Now I gotta do some Loctite.
What color is that?
This is a purple.
Oh. Sure? Not lavender?
It is lavender, actually.
I think it says low strength purple. It says purple right on it. Purple.
Gotta put it on
It's
here.
not lavender, it's purple. Why are we using low strength purple?
Because this is what it calls for.
Because it's under 1/4 inch hardware.
Yep.
If you use red, it might not ever come apart again.
Now let's give it a good torque.
What's your torque pattern?
Star.
Star pattern?
Yeah.
Where do you start?
I just started on the last one I did.
The bottom. Okay.
Yeah.
Why'd you round that off?
I just because I suck.
You're supposed to actually push it all the way in before you round them off.
Thanks.
Yeah, great.
You can't tell, but I did round it off because I'm an idiot.
Oh, you did.
There you go. You want to show the camera?
You gonna tighten the other ones up too?
They're already tightened.
It can be. You round it off. You didn't tighten it. Did you get all the way in the hole this time?
Yeah.
Is it tight?
Yeah. Now it's starting to strip.
This can't kick you anywhere.
Yeah.
That one went a little bit more torque. You get that one all rounded out. Yeah, it was rounded. You got to get the metric screw out now. That's good.
Now we gotta get the metric screw out now.
That one was tight. You had that one tight.
Yeah.
You got 1 out of 4. Ain't bad.
Well, look.
Right,
Now we got
which ones did you screw up?
that one.
I think we need to get a little light on this one. You got too much light going on here. Where's the light button at? There you go. Still too much light, but oh well. So this one here, Mario signaturely identified it. So if you steal his tranny, he knows which one's this is.
Yeah, I did that
He
on
did that
purpose.
on purpose, so like a identifier.
Yeah. Well, that was a bozo
Look
move.
what he did to my Allen wrench, though. See, he rounded it off too. So you owe me an Allen wrench now too. What
Oh
color?
gosh, that's like the same Allen wrench you've been using since you're.
That was an 1/8 inch Allen wrench. That was a Bundus. That's expensive American-made crap.
But this is the chrome on this is pretty good.
If you don't look very close, it is.
I mean, it's decent.
Some people's idea are good chrome, and others are not the same.
Oh, thanks. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about, so.
We already knew that. Okay, so tranny's done. Does it shift?
Oh yeah.
It's just great. You're supposed to be checking the in-play now. Come on. So you notice you never even shifted it.
Yeah, I'll just.
So you went like that. It's maxed out. You gotta go the other way. See, it goes 2 different ways. Now you know how I know where neutral is? Because there's a double stop. Right there.
Oh.
There you go. Now you're in neutral, so when you set it up in the tranny, you'll know what neutral is.
Well, is that the FL drum or is that the FX drum?
It's an FX. It's FL
It's FL
with an FX.
and FX models. That's an FX. That's an FL drum. I have the FX for my other training.
It's got the FX lever on it though.
Has it? Well, but it came with the FL lever.
I don't know. Did we check the drum? I don't remember.
We didn't check this drum.
Oh. You haven't checked your lever mechanism yet either.
Nope.
I don't know. Are we going to change out the drum? I don't remember. So where's your drum?
In the back.
So I have to figure out which drum he's got in here. Could be FL or FX. You remember how to tell? I know how to tell. Alright, so we have an FX and an FL drum. So they're a mirror image of each other. See, this one goes one way, this has the other on the other side. Or if you want to look at that way, you can look at this way, doesn't matter. The key thing is they're opposite of each other. So all we gotta do is figure out which one he's got here. He ain't got that one. You got this one, which is FL. So you got a reverse shift pattern right now.
This one is because it's FL.
Right.
That's what I said. Here's my. This is what was in my transmission originally.
This is the FX one that you didn't put in here yet. So if you want to make it a full FX, you're gonna have to take this drum out and put this one in there.
Oh yeah, that's the shift pattern goes that way and this pattern goes this way.
Yes, it does.
Wow. Sweet. So how do I do that?
Unless you have a different mechanism you have on your pedal up here, which we don't know how you're doing it yet.
I'll be stock. And so how do you take this out? Oh, you have to take it up from right here.
The set screw right here.
This set screw?
Yeah.
Just unscrew that
Yeah,
and then
well,
pull it out?
Yeah. So what are you going to use for a lever? You're going to use a single lever up with a rod on it?
Yeah.
Stock system?
Yep.
Okay, so you need to get the other drum. So where's your drum at?
That's it. Well, that's it right there.
Whose is this one?
That one says FX on it.
This one here is 74.
Mine's 74.
74. Which one's yours?
This one.
How do you know that one's yours?
Because yours has FX written on it and mine does not.
I wrote numbers on mine.
Yep.
Good thing they're not mixed up. Okay, so now I got to swap out the FX drum for the FL drum. Let's bring my bucket over here. Bring my bucket over here because we're going to need a hammer. There's a couple screwdrivers.
Hammer. One of the screwdrivers that we need.
None of the ones we need?
Nope.
Nope. I got a tripod here though.
Yeah.
How's that?
Let's see it.
How's this thing work?
No, I can't find it.
There we go. You figure out where I'm gonna work at. There's a reason why I didn't like this tripod. Alright, there's the bucket. There's a tripod. Well, yeah, you're supposed to be working on this thing, not me.
Me?
Yeah,
I'm trying to find a flathead screwdriver in this place, but it's just. Oh gosh, there it is.
What's this?
All right. There's actually.
There's what?
It wasn't that tight.
It wasn't.
Thank God.
It was import. How come the screw's not locked down?
Because we haven't locked it down yet.
What? Are you holding it?
Yeah, I was holding it.
Screw. Don't lose. It's got titty on it. What's this here?
Oh, that's the.
It's the indent. Indent plunger.
Indent plunger.
Spring-loaded device.
So this has spring tension on it. Oh.
Springy dingy. Look, it's got some brown crap in there.
Some rust since it's been sitting in your freaking.
Look at that. It goes up and down and everything. It makes it easier to take it apart when I take that off. Okay, what are you doing now?
Trying to take that shaft out.
You want to get shafted, you said?
Yeah. So when you take this apart, do you have to put it in a certain gear, or just neutral, or does it matter?
We have to time it. See, now you got an FL gear and a FL drum. They're timed right now. When we go to the FX, it'll be untimed. So we have to figure out where it's going to go. So right now I can see that goes about there. This one here, I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. See how this has to come out this way?
Oh, gotcha.
So I got to have this around so it comes out. So for some reason, this one is cut out on the other side. Or is it not cut out at all? I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to get the shaft out right here. So take a little screwdriver like this. I'm not used to stuff coming out this easy. And we had the seal right here that's supposed to work. It might have, who knows. So now this here just kind of falls out. See, this is full circle. Stock one's cut out, see. Okay, that one's done. Now this one goes in next.
So where the lever is in the gear, you have to time it to the drum, so when you put it in, you're not just all over the place. And
that's right.
Got it.
See, now we don't have any marks to go by right now.
So this is just flying by the seat of your pants?
Pretty much.
Gotcha.
There we go. Some light tension on it. Where's my shaft? Shafter. Shaft goes in hole. Insert in A, B.
Would the seal go up?
Yes.
This part? Okay.
If you want the seal correctly, you would. What's wrong?
Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Now I can see it.
Now you can see it? That's enough.
Mm-hmm.
See how we got no more movement?
Yeah.
That's maxed out. Okay, so now we got to make sure this is maxed out. So your shaft, we're trying to go past max. So you're a little bit past where it belongs. So you can pull it out. Move it over a tooth. Put it right there.
And then you test it again.
Put the plunger in all the way until it's actually hitting on it. Okay. I don't think we're in the right spot. We're not in the right spot. See, I went right off the edge over here. We went off the drum when we did that. That means you're wrong. Now, why is this thing not going further? There it goes. Okay, that was the last notch. Did you hear it pop in there?
Yeah.
Okay, go all the way past. So you can see the drum over here. I went past. So now I roll it back. There, it popped in right there. So that's our last indent. So now we rotate the drum until that's the last indent on the drum. Which way was it rotating? It's going like this. So the drum would be on the last indent on this side, not this side. So you have to go over to the last indent, which is way over here.
Oh, that indent. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that indent.
Okay, and that's where the plunger goes in. Okay.
There it goes. It looks like I'm about a tooth off. So move it up. Move it one tooth. Put it back in. Okay. Now see how the indent plunger right here is going to go right where it needs to be at. But we're like half a tooth off right now, so it's past where it needs to be. Now we're completely past the edge of it, see?
So that's not good. Okay.
Why is that gear stopping way over there? See, that gear's not engaging correctly. See, we're maxed out this way, but it doesn't go anymore.
Is that an FX gear, or does it matter?
It's an FL gear.
This is an FL gear.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to change the gear out because I have that gear as well.
Where?
In the back.
You have the right gear? Well, that'd make it a lot easier. Because right now we're all ass backwards. So let's go get the gear.
Let me look at it real quick and see what it looks like.
It's going to look just like it, just to be a mirror image of it.
Alright. Yeah.
Alright, let's see, I'm all the way one way right now. So, let's see, I figure which way I was all the way one way. Not that way. Okay, try it right in that spot. Okay, I got tension on it. Okay. It's obviously not right because I bottomed out on a tooth right there. So there must be a phasing different in the gear, which we need to. The new gear will tell us that. This isn't going through either. Yep. It doesn't shift any further that way either. So we're all screwed up. So flying by the seat of my pants didn't work this time. If I kept playing with it long enough though, it might work, but right now it's not working, so screw it. I'm thinking the gear's on there differently. It's not even returning correctly at all. Acts like the internal guts of this thing are all screwed up.
You're basically having
Hey, Keenan. Hi.
If you need it too, Michael.
All right, we're gonna wait for more parts. All right, what'd you do?
Well, I took the dust cover apart, and when I took it apart, the 2 springs that are sitting right here shot out, which they're right here, and flew somewhere in the shop. Luckily, we found them. Luckily, this didn't shot out either. But
Now, next time you do that, what are you gonna do different?
take it apart with like a rag over it, so if it
Or
shoots
your
out,
hand.
or my hand,
Yes.
so it doesn't just shoot out.
See if you asked me before you pull that.
Save this gasket.
That is some really good looking material there.
It is very good looking material. Now, and I took apart the cotter pin that was stuck in there, out with the dikes, whatever, and
Well, you got it out finally.
I did. I took it out. So
Why
now,
don't you pull this up?
so that just sits in there like that. Okay.
So you just jam it in there like that. It comes out.
Okay. Did not know that. There's that gear.
Did you pay attention how you just pull that out so I know how to do it, or are you just gonna let me figure it out again?
What do you mean? Oh, with the spring, 'cause that is spring loaded as well.
No. You didn't just look at this to see where that was located so I know where it was at.
Oh.
See, there's a certain spot you're supposed to put it in. You got 4 positions you can put it in.
Oh. I didn't see that.
And you didn't pay attention, you just yanked and heaved, and that's all it is. So pull that out there for me. The spring doesn't want to come out. There it goes. Okay, so where's your gear?
Right there.
So the difference between an FX, I want to see if there's any dogging difference. I don't think there's a difference. Yeah, see, I don't know why I wasn't timing.
Yeah.
See, the square hole lines up and all the teeth line up. The difference is the neutral location, because the mirror image that goes from this side to this side. I don't understand why it wasn't working. Something was screwing with me. Now the timing mark is in a different spot too, if you notice.
Where's that? The timing mark?
Yes. Was it 3 teeth different or 2? I think it's 3, wasn't it?
1, 2. I need to look at it.
Let me see, how many different teeth is it? Oh, it's only 1 tooth different. So it moves over 1 tooth to time it
Right there.
between the one gear and the other gear. So it only moves over 1 tooth. Because it's in the middle of 2 positions and this one's offset further. So, all right, which one's which?
This is FL.
How do you know?
Because it's brand new.
Oh,
And this is FX.
because it's old crappy one?
It's an old crappy one that was in my original transmission that I got.
Okay, good deal.
So that goes.
The spring goes in there.
Oh, that's why you can't. That's why you can't flip this. I asked earlier if you can just get an FL gear. What gear is this?
That's FL.
If I can get this FL gear and flip it to use it for an FX, but you need this. It needs the spring needs to sit inside here, and that's why you can't do that.
And there's a recess for it.
A recess for the spring, and now.
Okay, now you put that in there. Now you got to put that back in one of the 4 positions that's correct.
So what? How do I know what position?
You pay attention when you take it apart instead of just yanking it. I know you did that, so which position is it going?
It's going in this way.
Is you sure?
Nope. I actually just guessed.
You guessed.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know. What do you think?
I don't remember, but I have to look in the book.
Oh, he has to look at the book. I got him. We stumped him. Keenan. This is a rare moment. Here, guys.
Not a parts book, though.
This is a rare moment. Let's take this time and bathe in its all glory that Keenan has to pick his.
You can probably get it, though, if you want me to.
No. What manual are you using? What the thing was made in? What is that? An original manual?
This is a Harley Davidson panhead manual. 48 to 57. So this is called a real Harley. No suspension. See?
Well, will that have an FX in it? Did FX come in 70?
74 is the first year of that drum.
Then that wouldn't work then, right?
Works just fine.
So it doesn't matter because the FL and the
You're
FX.
just timing the shift drum.
Okay.
So you have to find the transmission section in here someplace. That appears to be a tranny section. See?
And we're talking about transmissions, not a tranny
And we're not talking about your girlfriend.
or a guy. Transmission.
See, that's what a Harley looks like. See that primary cover I showed you?
That's a nice
there
one.
There it is. See, that has a real clutch mechanism.
Oh, someone asked why do you hate twin cam so much?
The piles of crap. What more do you want to know?
Well, that's a pretty broad statement. Why do you hate do you like Indians?
Not really.
What about British bikes?
They're below Indians, above Honda.
What happened when someone dropped off a CB600 yesterday? You told them to leave.
Yeah.
They unloaded a bike.
I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, see this thing
Oh,
right
timing
here?
mark. Okay. So it does.
So that's how you time it.
So timing mark, and that has to go with the
And then
first.
there's another timing thing over here we got to do too. But I remember that one.
So this would be 180 out then, right?
You have to look at the timing mark,
Uh-huh.
and you have to look at the gear. So the teeth are all the way on the right, and it's the first tooth.
So all the way to the right.
Figure it out.
Got it. Hold on. So you're all the way to the right. But where's the timing mark at?
It's right in the middle.
I can't even see it.
Well, what do you want? You want a highlighter now?
Well, I'm trying to see this thing.
Pull it out if you can. So you don't want a flashlight.
Is that it right there?
Why don't we
Okay.
work up here on the sales counter anyway? Can't see squat up here.
That's the timing mark right there.
It is.
I hope so.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a mark
Yeah, go ahead there.
right there.
And then this has to go.
Hold on, hold on. There you go. Yeah, they can't see that on video.
There. So that's the mark. Can put my hand in grease.
I don't know how that happened. How'd you get grease on your fingers? Yeah, this thing's gonna work for squat. Who made this?
You did.
That's Harley Davidson. I don't even see a timing mark on this thing. Oh, there it is. Talk about hard to find.
There it is. Boom. There it is.
You sure?
I want to say yeah, but it keeps on popping out because it's it's spring loaded.
Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Indent, indent.
The reason I say is it going to be 180 out because it's the shifting pattern backwards, right? Because this is a mirror image.
Still times the same. Now this one here does not want to go in there. There we go.
Now I got to put the cotter pin.
Here's your cotter pin. What'd you do with it?
It's right here.
What are these?
Those are.
These are duckbill pliers or flat nose pliers. What am I supposed to do with that piece of crap?
Well, that's the one that was in there.
Well, you got that bent where you can't even put it in there, Harley. There you go. You could at least bend it so it would fit in there.
Yeah, I'm testing.
Yeah, well, I can't push it. I got my other hand being used. Okay, push with a finger in there, or screwdriver or something.
Oh, it's not.
So, now that this thing's totally screwed up, when you take it and bend it correctly, you're going to get another one. So I'm thinking I'm just going to bend it correctly. See, now it's lined up where I can probably put it in the hole. Maybe.
Maybe. Look at that, like a glove.
Yeah. We're going. Okay, I'm gonna flip it around where I can actually work on it. Camera can't see squat, but too bad. Okay, get the gear all the way down, held the screwdriver. You try to put the cotter key in here, which is not going. How hard did that come out? Pretty hard?
Yeah.
I can tell. I can tell.
It's not going in right easy.
It's going in very hard. Like non-existent going in there. Yeah, that thing is definitely not user friendly. I need a hammer and a punch.
There it is.
Do you like my punch?
Yeah. Very resourceful.
Special tool. Comes with every tranny. Okay, now.
Now you gotta bend those little suckers.
They're already bent to hell. That was the problem. You mean bend them some more, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
You mean like that? And like that?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's bent in there and everything.
Sweet.
Okay, now we gotta check our alignment again. So the alignment was this here. On the right, teeth are all on the right side, straight up. Has to line up with the mark over here. And see all the red marks right there? That was the top of the, that's where the line was at. So it appears that it is right on the edge of that instead of being over here, but that's close enough. Okay, so you have that timed correctly now. So what's next?
Put this all back together, or
Nope.
put the drum in.
Put the drum in it. So the drum has a little notch right here. The tooth is actually cut down about 20 thousandths or so, and that's it. So it's hard to see it, but I marked it. Now this here has to go between the other two marks over here. So,
Oh.
so you bend it down where you got it, we can get to it, where you can see it. And this here has to slip in here. Of course, it doesn't want to go in, but if you hold your tongue just right and say the right thing to her, it'll go in. Okay, then you rotate it around until you find the red spot that you left. Remember that red spot we had? I don't see it. Where's it at?
I think you're 180 out on it.
I don't know where it is. There it is, way over there. Okay, so you can see how you got a red spot on the two teeth. So now I have to figure out where that's going to rotate in between the two. And it looks like I'm engaged right there.
Now you use.
So you come over here and take your little fancy ass punch that we're now turning back into a shaft. It goes in there like that. Then you rotate it and make sure that you are in between the teeth right here, the red, and that means you're timed. Now, are you going to put any seal on here so it doesn't leak, or are we just going to pray that it doesn't leak?
When you ask me that, you always have to say yes. Yes, I would like to put some sealer.
Oh, okay. You're getting used to this.
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of sealer do you want to use there?
What do you have?
Whatever's on the workbench over there, probably.
Which one is it?
I don't know which one you want to use.
Let's see here. Gasket sealer. This guy right here.
Do we have a gasket here? Do we have a gasket?
The only gasket I show is this one.
So that would be used for that.
Okay.
So what are you going to use for this?
What sealer goes in there?
Probably not the one for the gasket.
Well, what the hell?
So what's the other sealer that's over there?
Oh, is that one in that tube that you use?
The tube.
This guy. Oh. Liquid gasket. 3 bond.
Oh, the one that's A sealer.
A sealer, liquid gasket.
A thick sealer.
Okay.
Why do you want to use a thick sealer for?
Because if it goes into the tranny,
we have a thick gap to fill in.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got to take all the oil off of that, so it'll work, or at least half-ass work. What was this stuff?
On his workbench.
Everybody's going to ask what this stuff is, so
3-bond.
I pretty much have to tell everybody every video anymore, because the one video I don't tell you, someone will ask me, what do I use for chemicals?
Yeah.
Like it changes all that much. Okay, you got that flat rubber seal. You put the goop on there like this. So at least now there's some fresh stuff on there. Make sure you put the lid back on it so it doesn't dry up in the tube like you like to do with all your stuff.
All my stuff.
And then push that back in. Then you go back over here and make sure that your teeth didn't accidentally fall out of engagement. So does it look like they're in there? See? Okay, now you're going to have to figure out where the hole is right in here. The shaft. Where's your titty screw?
The screw with the titty is floating around right here. There you go.
Okay. Appears that you put this in there too deep.
Oh, too deep.
There you go. Pull it back out a little bit. Okay, so now there's a notch for that to go in. The shaft had a notch in it, a groove, and that's what the titty does. It goes into the groove and locks it so it can't slide out. Now if the screw doesn't want to go in the hole, chances are the shaft probably is not in the right spot.
When I took that apart, it wasn't that tight. It was just.
It wasn't tight like that?
It wasn't tight like that.
Oh. Maybe I have a little more grip strength than the little boy that was putting it together in Taiwan land.
Taiwan, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's the place. Okay, so now you got this to work back and forth. Double check your mark again. Yep, still good. Okay, you go over here and look at your sealer and go, yep, it looks like there's some sealer down in there someplace.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good sign.
Yep.
Okay, now we got our lock screw over here. So where's your lock tab?
The lock tab.
Yes.
I don't know. This guy right here.
Ooh, where'd that come from?
It was on there. That's your lock
Now,
tab.
do you want this to actually do something or just act like a spacer?
Well, of course I wanted to do something.
Well, they didn't have it locked into anything. There was no bending. It's
Well,
just flat. See, it's flat. No bending. So the correct lock tab actually has the edges are folded over here to wrap around the body of the cover, and then the two titties here go on the bolt to keep the bolt from unscrewing.
Oh.
So you want it to look like that, or you want to just put it like this, like they had it?
No, well, of course we're going to do it the correct way.
Oh, so you got to take your flat bill, duck bill pliers. You go about halfway over there like that, and you bend the damn thing over.
And get that nice rounded edge on it.
And then it's like that now, see? And then you look over here and see how close I was to what I needed. Appears I was halfway close.
Why don't you just put the screw in there and then lock it and then bend it once on there?
Well, you could do it that way, or you could just do it like this.
The harder way. Much harder, if you ask me.
That's harder?
Yeah. Well, I would just screw it on there, bend it to it, and bing, bang, boom.
Why didn't you have it bent already?
Because we didn't do it. You decided to do it this way.
Who bought it?
I did. Well, you did. Actually, originally, you're the original owner.
I'm the original owner?
Yes. It's new to me.
It's new to you?
Yep.
So this is a used product?
Yeah. How long is this thing sitting on your shelf before I'm buying it?
I think it had like a 06 or 8.
So 11 years. Whatever.
No, actually it'd be older than that because I haven't been a CCI dealer since 04, I think. So it had to be back before then. But just because I had it sit on the shelf doesn't mean it was for you.
It was for me.
I was saving it for one of my trannys. I just never put that bike together. You could have bought the other one, but you didn't like that one.
This one had better chrome.
Yeah, see, you're picky.
Yeah.
Okay, how tight do you tighten this?
Newton tight?
That's the right amount.
Yeah.
Now, see the lock tab there? Which one do you want to fold over?
Well, that's the only one that can fold over.
Well, I can fold any tab over I want. Where's your tool for knocking it over?
Don't chip the, just don't chip the.
Don't hit the chrome?
Yeah.
Where's your tool at?
I don't know. What do you use this? Just bend it.
What? Well, bend it. What are you waiting for? You ever heard of pair of channel locks? They work better.
Channel locks. Where are those?
They're in the drawer. But we're over here, so we're going to use a hammer.
What about this one? It's right on the corner.
That'll cut you when you're using it, so you want to bend it over too, or you want to leave it up?
Bend it over.
Well, then bend it. Where's your channel locks?
I don't know.
In the drawer still. Okay, as far as you can go with that plier. Move it. See, he got it started bending with a plier, and then I got to finish it off with a hammer. See right here. Now you notice I didn't nick the chrome. And I bent it around the hex, the top of the hex, because I know how to use my hammer. Everybody picks me my damn hammer. Screw them. Okay, so can we go home now? This is done.
No, we gotta put this part in there too.
Oh shit. You want everything to work?
Yeah.
Okay, how's that go together?
Well, I know these two springs go in here.
Okay.
If I can do it right.
And if you hit me in the face, do I see you?
I'm doing this wrong. I can tell.
You can? How do you know you're doing it wrong?
Because it's fighting me.
It's fighting you? What if you're just doing it by yourself and I wasn't holding on to it?
Then it's do it. That's gonna shoot out.
So you're saying you're dangerous?
Yeah. What's the correct way to do it? What does a Harley manual say to do?
A Harley manual?
Yeah.
It says install dumbass spring and dumbass groove.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Oh, like that.
How about like that?
Okay.
Now then you take your screwdriver, see how the spring's only halfway in there correctly? So you push it on the one side and center it up so now see it's pushing straight.
I'm dumbass, by the way.
Now if you have little pussy fingers
Pussy fingers.
and you can't push a little springy in, then you can't do it right. Now see, that's the first way you go. And I got grease on my hand. Now you come back and square it up, make sure it's square. Did you hear a little pop there? Because I did. So now it's got a rectangular groove in it. Now why do you want a rectangular groove?
I don't know. Why do you need a rectangular groove?
Where's the part that goes in there?
Oh, is there a part that goes in between there? Oh, that part. Rectangular groove.
Square titty. Goes between springy dinghies.
Now where do these go?
Right there.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh.
You have to show the camera.
Yeah.
Where do those go?
Against the gears. No, but these part go against the gear?
Those go inside.
Inside, just like that.
No, that's outside. You have to go inside. You have to compress them.
Oh, they go inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Pull one out.
Like that.
See your spring-loaded plunger. See how they got a groove on them? And they're also angle cut on one way only. So there's a left and a right, or a front and a back. So when you put them in, and they don't want to fit, and the plunger's turned backwards like this one is, it doesn't work. Now see the groove's on top. And if you flip it around, put the groove where it belongs. Yeah, spring fill up. Now this groove is these pins are right here. So now you flip it around until the groove is where it belongs. There you go. It goes in there like that.
Oh.
Now the rotation is in there where it won't rotate once you get it in there correctly.
Okay, let me see this. Of course, I'm doing it wrong.
Spewing juices all over the place.
Yep. But, you know.
I like how they gave you all this extra grease in here to play with.
Yeah, that's pretty.
All this grease right here, see I'm taking it out, and we're going to use it to lubricate our springs right here. because the springs are going up and down all the time. Might as well throw a little bit over here while we're at it. We got a lot of extra grease here. Might as well use it.
You got a little booger.
Are you done playing over there yet? Oh, I forgot to time this. See, you're making me jump ahead. Grease is in the way you can't see. Okay, so you look at the indent right here, and you can see how the square little notch in the plate matches up to the groove in the shaft there. That's how you know it's timed. Now, if those aren't exactly centered up, you have to loosen up the big screw over here, and the whole plate will rotate.
Your side went in easy.
Now, was this thing ever tightened down, or are you just believing that it was tight from the factory?
It was never tightened down.
There, I just moved it
There
a little bit more. So now I put the appropriate torque on the lock screw. You double check to make sure the groove lines up still. It looks good to me.
There you go.
So we're good. They're working now? Springs are in the hole?
Yeah, they're just...
Yeah. Now how are you going to put this together now?
Well, now I just screwed it up.
Now you screwed it up? You haven't got it in the hole yet. How you screwed it up?
There it is. Because they hit each other.
So how are you going to put that together?
I don't know. What's the secret?
I don't know. What's the secret? What'd the book say?
Jesus. These things just pop in and out.
It said put together in reverse order. You took it apart. That's what it says in the book.
Well, that's the way you want to do it. So let's do. I don't know. So, am I doing? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Sorry, I'm gonna just set it down.
You got three things you got to do. You got to get the two pins to go in, go over the shaft, and this has to go between the springs. That's not too much at one time, is it?
So I almost had it right. So I was going the right way.
Now you could take these and hold them down with a zip tie or some safety wire, but usually it doesn't work too good because they stop halfway in. Or you just push the things down evenly, get them hooked on this edge, and then rotate it on in, and this will go into the springs last. That's how I do it. First thing I do is get these things lined up. These things are definitely temperamental about going in here. Got some very unburred finishes here. Okay, so I hold those in with two fingers, and I put those in here. Catch the gear. See, just like putting a piston ring in, you just kind of rotate it on in. Now this one, the springs are too close together, so I'm going to have to just pull that spring back a little bit and pull that one back a little bit. Get it where it pops in. It should go right down, which is not. Usually it just slides right in at this point. Yeah, it's not sliding very easily, but it's in there where it belongs. Little force. It's nice and snug. Okay, where's your lever at? That's not a lever, that's a cover. There we go. So you just kind of put this up on there, get some little levers to work with, and just kind of make sure it works freely. Appears to be working. So that means it's not bound up. Okay, so nothing to it, right?
Yeah, sure.
You can do it all by yourself now?
No.
Okay, good. All right, now here's your gasket. What kind of sealer they got on this?
Looks like WD-40 to me.
It looks like gooey, oily sealer.
Yeah.
Looks like that appears to be what they're using.
Wait, don't I have a transmit? I have a better gasket.
You do?
It's in the. I'm gonna get it.
This here has a notch on it, and you have to match it up this cover here. So he's going to go ahead and get a new gasket. That's what you want to do? So we're going to do a new gasket. We're going to kind of clean off the puke off the damn gasket surface here. That way, it's all working. Now we're using those new rags I got from the guy in Texas. What is Mark, his name? I forget. These do not appear to absorb grease and oil as much as shop rags, but better than paper towels at least. Alright, so there's that. Now, this side over here needs to be wiped off also, because that's the other side of the gasket. It seals against it. Now, one thing you want to make sure you do here is you want to make sure that you have a little bit of lubricant here on this face right in here, because that rubs against this big flat surface right here. That's what keeps the lever from flopping all over the place. So I'm going to reach in and get some of that grease that we had extra. Put a layer of grease on this thing.
Much better James gasket. James Gaskets, do you want to sponsor us? You know, just let us know.
Is that Jim's gaskets?
James.
James.
Yeah.
That's not Jim's then.
Yeah, let's see this.
Don't put the oily gasket on top of a clean gasket. It makes it oily.
Oh.
I just got done cleaning all that crap off.
Oh, well.
Why don't you go grab me a towel? These are full of crap.
Oh, well, thank you to, what's his name?
I already did that. You missed it. Yeah, throw me over one of them.
We can actually throw these things away. Shit.
Throw them away.
Yeah.
Away. We're just getting broken in. Okay, what are we going to use for sealer now?
Gasket sealer.
Gasket sealer. That's a good thing to use.
Here. This stuff is made in the USA, so it's probably imported from Asia, repackaged in Tulsa, Oklahoma or something.
Tulsa? Is that where it's from? Are you picking on Oklahoma?
No, I am not.
I don't know. Sure sounded like a plug there. Now this is usually one of those hidden leaks nobody knows about, because it leaks right on top of the tranny sprocket and chain and everything else. And not too much oil makes it up through here into this area, but whatever does leak out gets into here, it can leak.
Look at that.
Here.
This stuff smells really good.
You're not supposed to be huffing the glue sealer. Okay, I want you to lube up the other surface there. Figure out how to use that all by yourself. The snot boogers are not extra. You're not trying to dab it on, you're trying to just wipe it on and get a thin coat. You don't need to be piling it on there. What about all this extra shit over here?
Sorry.
You made it extra thick for some reason, I don't know why.
I didn't mean to.
Okay, you're almost fired now.
I mean, jeez.
See, I have to wait an hour for that to dry now. I don't have time to wait.
Gosh.
People are getting bored already. Okay, so you gotta get the groove over here. See how the gasket and the groovy line up?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
See how they line up over here too? See how the gasket did not want to go on there? It does not want to go over that edge. There it goes. Okay, where's your screws at?
Right here.
How many different lengths you got?
I don't know. There's one that's longer though. I know that for a fact.
Oh.
Just paying attention.
You paid attention when you took it apart?
That one's a little.
There's one longer?
Yeah, from what I remember.
So how many longer ones you got?
Actually, there's one shorter one.
So you got 5 long and 1 short.
Yeah.
So one shorter, not longer than the other.
I'm gonna guess that the shorter one goes on the bottom.
The one with a nut?
Yeah.
So line it up. There you go. Okay, now get all those screws going. Once you get like 180 around, it works better. Line it up. Get it to go in the hole.
Where's the Allen key? Allen wrench should go.
The one you lost? It's under the flashlight.
There we go.
Just get them all started first. You always get all your hardware started first, then you start tightening. How come you didn't Loctite these?
Because this has to come apart eventually.
Because they don't need to be Loctite. You just tighten the damn things down.
That was a trick question, if you didn't see that coming.
You failed.
I failed to recognize that.
Where's the missing screw at? Oh, there it is.
I got it.
Is that the short one?
Yeah. It is. So now this guy.
Did we put the right drum in here?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, now this one has a screw.
No lock washer?
It was just how it came. It was just that.
Damn, they're cheap. They don't give you any hardware anymore.
Oh shoot. There it is.
Lost your nut.
Yep. And
You actually found the right wrench? Amazing.
yeah. I feel like I can do this.
You can handle this?
It's just you put a video camera in my face and I get nervous.
Don't break that now.
Gosh, thank you for that.
Remember, it's only a little screw. It's pretty tight.
Is that good enough or is that too tight?
Well, you didn't break it, so it can't be too tight.
Okay, right.
The old standards, you go until it breaks, you back up a quarter turn.
And then now I'm going to round this one off. Then, yep.
You didn't strip this one out yet. What happened?
I'm paying attention.
Oh, you're pushing the Allen all the way in this time?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm paying attention.
Remember, you only tighten that into aluminum, so you can't get too tight on it.
I'm weak as a kitten, as your viewers would say.
Yeah, looks like you have plenty of torque there. And you wonder how much torque on an Allen, you go until it bends pretty good. And that's probably about how much torque it should take. It's like a beam torque wrench. Okay, so now you put this on there. Where's your Loctite? Let's go. Lock them tight. Now, where do you Loctite this screw, not the other ones?
Because I don't know why.
Because it's under constant heavy bending load from your yanking on the shifter all the time. And they can work loose. That's why you want to make sure they're on there tight and Loctited. And that's also why they got 4 screws instead of 3, like the FL one had 3. Where's your bad one at? Oh, that was one that went to the bottom. That's why it felt funny.
Thank God. So at least it'll be covered by something. Alright, looks like
So what color red Loctite was this?
this is the chartreuse.
Purple.
Purple.
It's not red.
It's not red. It's in a red bottle though. That's when the first time I was here, he told me to get you the purple one and I couldn't find it because I thought the bottle was purple, but the actual, this part of the label is purple.
The black part?
Yeah.
You know how many years it takes to use up that bottle?
I don't know. It looks like you probably had it since like 2006 or something. Screw lock.
Probably older than that. Well, this is the one you got the bad screw on it. Any hope for this one? No, this screw is junk. So where's your metric element? You got this one all rounded off now.
That one was already rounded off.
That's by you.
That looks good now.
Looks good?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
How does it shift though? No. Same problem we had before. So I think that piston in there is sticking. I wanted to go together. Oh, there it goes. But I think that plunger's sticking in there. There's one more gear to go yet.
He has to break it in.
Maybe we just need to break it. See how it doesn't engage that next one?
Why?
One of those plungers is binding up real heavy in the hole.
Oh, the plungers that are in the...
Yeah.
I was having problems with that.
Yeah. I can see that. It's binding.
Should we put the other ones in from the factory that we took out? Or just yank on those? Those plungers.
It's all the way to the last tooth on the gear. No problem upshifting. But downshifting, we're having a problem with downshifting. The plunger's sticking. There's one more gear yet, it's still sticking. So we're going to take this apart, work on those plungers to get them freed up. There's obviously a sharp edge in there. So maybe we'll take out the original ones like you said. We'll put the original plungers in there and that might do the trick. We can also put the whole original mechanism in there if you want, because we probably know that worked.
Yeah.
Probably aftermarket's crap. It's crap, a lot of it. So it was hard to assemble, and there's a reason why it's hard to assemble. There's some burrs and sharp edges in there, and it's keeping this thing from working correctly. So we're going to have to go in there and deburr it and work on that. So we'll go ahead and take this apart, clean up again some more, and play with it. But that's it for now.
All right.
There you go. More custom junk.